What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we've got something a little different for you. I am bringing on my special guest, RESTREPO, which is one of my really good friends. He's a super talented photographer, videographer, YouTuber, musician, all sorts of cool stuff. So in today's video, we're going to get into some practical tips about real estate, photography, freelancing, and even YouTube. So thanks for joining. Now let's give him a call. What's up, dude? So basically, Andre is a full-time videographer and photographer at a real estate broker in Houston. And they're one of like the top producing teams. They do like more social media than probably most teams could ever even think of doing. And they do it all in-house, and Andre basically manages all of it. So first things first, let's tell the story about how Andre actually stole my client and got his job today.
Funny but true.
Yes. So why don't you tell them about that experience? I did his headshot, and then I was never hired again.
Yeah, the truth is Taylor did my headshot, and I met him, and I thought he was a cool dude, but then I took his job.
Wow.
No, but for real, they were hunting for a full-time photographer they could bring on in-house, because they were using a outside company to do like their listing photos.
Yeah.
And along with their photos, they actually do so much with that, because they take exterior photos, interior photos, twilight photos, so photos shot at night to make the sunset look really nice behind the home. And then for homes that are vacant, so don't have any furniture in them, they actually do furniture, virtual furniture in that, so it looks, so you can kind of show a client.
Virtual staging.
Yeah, virtual staging to see what it would look like if they had real furniture in there, to kind of give the idea to the seller. I honestly didn't think I would be doing any of that stuff, though. Like, I thought it was just going to be the listing stuff, yeah, and then you were still going to be doing all their like other content, like their videos and headshots, stuff like that.
But then they found out that Andre secretly had a YouTube channel that was way better than, I don't know what to say. I want to say better than theirs, but I don't want to be mean. They found out he had basically. Then they found out Andre had an awesome YouTube channel and how good he was at making videos. So eventually you started doing video stuff and kind of managing other people doing photography.
Yeah, that's right. And so kind of what sealed the deal actually was my Hawaii film. Whenever we got married and we were in Hawaii for two weeks, me and my wife, I made this like travel film of it, and they saw it and they're kind of like, yeah, you're pretty good at this video stuff. So kind of took over that. So it's kind of like I kind of like manage the photo video department, and they're growing, they're exploding, so we needed more help. So we hired someone to do the night shots and help with staging, the virtual staging. And then after that, now we just recently hired someone else, another assistant photographer, just because there's so much work to be done. Yeah. So it's kind of crazy, but the need is there for all these, content creators, good photographers, good videographers.
Yeah.
So
And that's crazy, because that was just like a year ago that you guys got married. And so basically you did this project that was like just a passion project, and it wasn't even like super YouTube-y or anything. Like, it was pretty much you just got a bunch of cool shots and you put in some of your shots of your wedding, and it was kind of like, here's the memory. And like, right? So then you got moved up by just doing your own little personal projects. So always be putting yourself out there, and like what you really, like what your passion is. I think that says a lot.
Yeah. No, that's seriously such a good point. Like how you mentioned, like just doing this personal thing landed this, bigger gig. And that's actually so true, that I've gotten like other, paid gigs and opportunities from making just my own YouTube videos. Even though it's not per se gonna make you money directly, like you're not gonna make this video and get a paycheck for it, the opportunities that that video might do really well on YouTube, or you might get other work from it, like, posting, when I made some like wedding films and stuff like that, other couples saw it and then, reached out for that. Or if I made a review of a product that I just did on my own because I really liked the product, now I have other companies that have reached out and, kind of send me gear to test out and make videos on, which is also pretty cool as well. And so there's so much growth opportunities, and you never know where you're going to go. And so like always keep posting make content and just put yourself out there, because it might result in something awesome.
Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day, and like it's almost like compared to having just like a highlight reel or like portfolio or whatever, it's like it's so much better to have a YouTube channel where you're showing just like your own capabilities at like the highest level, your own creativity, because like you're not just doing client work and posting what their idea was basically as like your best work. Like it's your ideas, it's your best work. You show your personality, so like people can just connect with you a lot better than just like a website with cool pictures.
That's a big thing.
They can kind of experience like, or at least have a lot better idea of what it would be like to actually hire you and work with you. So highly recommend doing a YouTube channel, and yeah, it's great. So the one question that I've been getting a lot just from real estate photography specifically is, what are some tips for people getting started in the industry? I think we already went over it a lot, but like, what would you say? Like, how did you start? I mean, maybe just practically, like literally, we should just say how we started.
That's a good question, because the way I started was Emily, my wife, was actually in real estate. She's always been in real estate, working for different teams, and so always been in the industry. And so me as a photographer, after I had left HEB and I was just I was doing engagements, just starting into weddings. So she had the idea, which she actually did, not me at all, because again, I didn't know about that industry then. She's like, you should try shooting for some realtors. You're a photographer and they need some, photos of these homes. I'm like, that's a good idea. Yeah. So I think I did a shoot for one of the realtors she works with, and I charged them like practically nothing. Like it wasn't free, but it was like something like the cost wasn't even like worth it. And I'm so glad I did that, because the whole point of it was to just kind of like get into it. And so I did only a couple shoots for some realtors. And then after that, I had started working with a company that recruits real estate photographers to shoot for like a variety of realtors in the Houston area. And the only reason I remember I got that gig was because I had those few photos from like the realtors that I shot. Yeah. They're like, this is pretty good. And so definitely I would recommend reaching out to realtors in your area. And and there's nothing wrong with doing a free shoot as your first one. Everyone needs a portfolio. Everyone needs content. And, there's nothing wrong, I think, with just, doing something like that. Maybe find a local realtor, especially if you're a beginner, and do a free shoot for them. Shoot the photos of their house, get some feedback on it, and if it's going well, then start charging after that. But you need stuff to show, so just try and get in touch with the realtor and make that good connection. And just the more clients and the more faces you can get in front of is a good way to just start getting into it.
Yeah, I think probably like 80% of it, like being in the real estate industry, is people knowing that you exist and that you can do something that they need. And that's the rest. Kind of just, obviously you need to keep getting better at it over time, but like that's what most people want, is like they want someone that they can trust, that they like as a person. It's just like a good person that's going to work hard, get them stuff back quickly, and that you can do things that they need. So what was your setup whenever you did your first shoot?
Oh, this is great. I was using the not correct equipment. I was using my Canon 6D, which is a great camera, full frame, but I used my wide angle lens that I considered super wide at the time, which was a 24 millimeter lens.
Nice.
So I shot this home with a tripod. So, perks for using a tripod, but I didn't expose correctly. I basically did one exposure shooting the inside of this home, and it was a really, really bright home, and I overexposed everything. So, windows were just like white squares, and then they were not that wide perspective, so I couldn't even get the whole room. Was it
JPEG or RAW?
That's a good question. I think I might have done RAW, but but the Lightroom editing on that was jacked up. I didn't know anything about editing, and so it was not a good edit. But at least I learned from that. And on the next shoot, which was the one that I got paid a little bit for that I mentioned, I rented a 16-35 for that, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. This is perfect. And so just from that, I did one shoot, which was done completely wrong, then learned a little bit from that, and just, so on and so on. That's how it just gets better and better. Kind of, quoting Matty Hapoya, you got to learn, make, and repeat. It's honestly the key to it.
How many homes have you shot since then?
Dude, that is such a good question. It has to be in the thousands, like for sure. Maybe like 800.
That's it, you think?
I don't know. I got to do the math on that because it's like I would average like 5 to 8 a week for like the past 2 to 3 years. So
Dang. There's just proof that like the best way to get good at something is to literally just do tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of it, and then eventually you'll look back and be like, oh, I used to suck so bad, like because you're just so focused on like every shoot you get a little bit better, or you do things a little bit differently, or try things, see if it works better, and then eventually you're just like, oh yeah, most of my shots are pretty good.
Yeah.
You'll
just know how to do it and just gets better, and that's how it happens with everything. So just get out there and do it a lot.
So besides the obvious real estate photography that's super important for selling houses, what all do you do that maybe people on my channel could hear about that is like kind of outside the box stuff that they could offer to realtors?
Yeah. I mean, like you said, like real estate photos is a given, but it's like, super important. That's kind of like the base of their business. And so being able to do that really well stands out because I feel like a lot of people can't do it too well. And along with photos, videos, good quality, like highlight reel style videos of these homes is actually super important now because, photos, they do justice, they do pretty good, but, giving that feel of what a home actually looks like, walking through a home and stuff like that could also go really far. And so it can kind of be like, someone that doesn't have to go check out the home can now see it just live through a video. And along with that, we just do so much more content that other people I think don't do, which is just, putting the team out there through a variety of different forms of photos, from headshots to lifestyle photos. Basically, anytime there's an event, anytime there's like any sort of opportunity, I guess, to like take some sort of content, they make it a point. And I think that, separates them from everyone else because it's not just your traditional, I feel like other teams just take a headshot and, that might be it as far as like content outside of your regular listing photos. And so putting stuff like that and kind of just, putting them in front of the audience constantly, I think helps out a lot. And, there's so much that goes that the photos that we take and the videos that we create that marketing can use as far as just like, we take their headshots and that's put on their signs now, and it's used for their social media content. We take group shots and then we also take photos with sales counselors together, and all these different opportunities to tag different people and stuff like that just, I guess, takes it to another level with them. And then we also do like bio videos of all of them, so kind of introducing all the agents and new people that come on board, and a whole bunch of different variety of video content that they try and create that's not even sometimes real estate related, but is more just an idea based, whether it's kind of like, even if it's like a game or it's kind of like a vlog series where it's like what's been going on that month, or even different concepts of where like they ride together in a car and actually like talk about different homes that are on the market. So they just do a whole variety of content.
Yeah, like comedians in cars getting coffee, except for
that's
real estate.
Right. Taylor told me about that.
Or carpool karaoke instead of real estate.
Yeah, I actually do fly a drone in one car, and that car is moving and it's tracking another car, and it's the most stressful thing ever because you don't know fear till you've lost connection and your drone is somewhere else and you're going 30 miles an hour in a car.
Yeah, you need to just get a 360 camera and like put it on the back of the car or something, 30 feet in the air.
That's right.
That'd be so much, like, it'd be like the same.
So you hit that, that telephone pole. Yeah,
power
that power line. Which has happened almost.
Yeah.
Like the openings between the power lines, I was flying too low and I went right through it. I saw it on the monitor, just like the two lines go, just, and I was like, I did not, just almost.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dude, and everything always looks like, because you're not the drone, so you can't tell like how close you actually are. And with the wide lens, it always seems like you're like about to just die.
Yeah, and those little small lines, you'll miss them easily.
Well, I know you've got to get back to editing your fancy pants interior design video.
It's about to cut out.
I know. All right, dude. Well, this was good chatting with you. I hope this was good for our viewers. I hope you guys learned something, and hopefully we can do it again soon. Yeah,
I think this is a pretty cool idea. This podcast video style type of idea. I really liked it. You know, it's different from our normal stuff, but I think, you know, viewers that, you know, want some more insight on this type of stuff, it's going to be really handy. So looking forward to the next one.
Yeah. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments and we'll see what we can do. All right.
We'll get to them next time.
Peace, dude.
See ya.
Oh, we have a delay, so it's like I'm awkwardly standing here for like a whole second. All right.
Well, yeah,
later.
how do we want to end it?
That was it.
Well, we should...
ending.
All right, stop recording.
Yeah. If you got anything from the video, make sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, and if you want to see more stuff like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you can stay up to date on my videos and we can stay in touch. So, hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.